the best movies, TV shows that are available for you on your smart TVs, mobile devices, and your favorite streaming device.
This episode we're reviewing Robocop. It's a remake of Robocop. It came out in 2014, and it's in my opinion, it was a worthy remake. It was worth remaking. They brought Robocop up to date. I say Robocop like that because he was pretty damn cool when he came out. My generation are Robocop fans, and I don't think they let us down. They made a very good remake of Robocop. Everything is updated, upgraded, and very well executed. And it was entertaining. I liked the whole movie. I have very few gripes with this.
The internet wasn't made back when the first Robocop was made. So now, with the internet made and this access to all this info, we're in information age.
So many cameras around.
Yeah, so many cameras around where you could see how that can feed into the story and make a robotic human more believable, especially a law enforcement officer, because he was accessing cameras and all this other stuff where it's like, oh crap, that's
a lot of really cool things that were really, really easy to believe and accept as far as it's the world that they were setting up being believable. Also, one of the things that they did better in this version of Robocop was rather than just introduce some robot idea, there were already existing armies of droids around the world, and America was just the last to allow or implement that as a law or something that was allowed in the state.
The cop scenes, when the actor who played Robocop was the cop version, the human version before he became the Robocop, I thought he sucked. Or I thought, let's say sucked is too harsh.
Poorly cast.
He wasn't that good. But as Robocop, he was good.
He sold it.
He sold it as Robocop. But as cop.
No, as human cop.
Human cop, he wasn't that good.
He was a little robotic, probably.
He wasn't that good.
That's why he got the job.
He wasn't that believable. I don't know. It's just
they weren't hiring a good actor. They were hiring a good robot.
His partner was Omar. That was his name. Omar from The Wire. Yeah, his partner did really well. Omar dude, good job. I'm glad that as the movie moved on, he didn't actually kill him and eliminate him, which I thought they were gonna do.
Yeah.
They just do a revenge plot thing.
I thought they were gonna kill him first.
Yeah. Either way, it worked. It worked well, and honestly, it worked better to me than the last one. The movie's special effects wise, pretty damn good special effects. I'll be honest with you. The cinematography was kind of weak. But as far as special effects were, there was maybe only one or two scenes where I thought the coordination between the robotic portion and the human, they just couldn't get correct. But I figured I toss it out to maybe some kind of something that happens when you're making a movie. If you know a little bit of the Robocop story, here, he's a human man that becomes a robotic, so he's not there's some type of accident.
My brother feels that they should have kept more of him. I think they kept too much. We do very strongly agree on one thing.
Yes.
There's Potato Head. There is a very poorly thought out scene that they just kept in the movie for some reason where just an entirely unacceptable Mr. Potato Head appendage seems to be one of the few things that is.
But that's my point. See, that was my point early when you were saying earlier. Why chop everything else off and leave the potato head stuff?
I hear you, but you gotta be easy with the. I got you, but.
Not a spoiler. Come on, that's not a spoiler. That's why it would be the giveaway. Like,
okay, you gonna spoil it now?
Why?
All right. Anyways, okay. Yeah, he got chopped up pretty bad. Person said somewhat unnecessarily. I say they kept more than they needed to. But we won't get to the specifics now.
Chopped up Mr. Potato Head, and you see Mr. Potato Head twice in the movie. And the funny thing, he said, "Don't ever do this to me again. Don't ever show me this again." And he does it to him again. I did like though how they posed the tactical version. So basically they're like, oh yeah, we want to make more tactical, so they made him black.
Yep.
That was actually kind of tight. That made sense to me. That was cool. It was more tactical. It made sense, like in this, of course, the modern world.
And he just looked cool.
I liked how they had him in China when they were assembling him.
Yeah, it made sense.
That made sense. That made hell. I mean, wow, that was.
No, they explained it.
They explained it. That was smart.
Yeah, it was good.
They showed the and they separated the Omnicron from OCP, which in original Robocop was only OCP. So that was actually cool because that builds upon, hey, there's a bigger ass corporation, and Omnicron is just a little like portion of it. So yeah, it's multinational. So it might have been better than the original, and it could have a sequel. It's possible to have a sequel.
Yep. Maybe. Michael Keaton is in this, and there was another somebody else was in it too, because he was one of the important guys.
Was it Gary Oldman in there?
Gary freaking Oldman was in this
Gary Oldman.
movie.
What am I talking about? Gary Oldman was a main character?
Yeah,
so
and
Michael Keaton.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I remember right now Jay Baruchel.
Oh, Jay Baruchel. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he was in there. No! Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That's not the person.
Samuel L. Jackson is he's another major character in the film.
He has some connecting parts in
Samuel L. Jackson
in the narrative
and Gary
of the
Oldman
movie.
Are characters in this movie, noteworthy characters in this movie.
Definitely. So yeah, we kind of dropped the ball a little bit on that, but we picked it back up, so we're running with it. Final thoughts, or you ready for those?
Yep.
Robocop, the new Robocop, 2014, was a very good movie, very excellent watch, very, very good special effects, a lot of A-listers in there, Samuel L. Jackson, Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton. So there was you get to see a couple of characters from The Wire that were there. Use the current technology we know very well. Extrapolate that to an even more future world where it made sense, where it's believable. So I give it an A.
Yeah, I thought this new RoboCop it had a great look. It was legitimately updated. It was going great until I saw that arm, and they could have reduced the lung capacity a little bit anyway. The power drill noises are a little excessive. You know, they got to move the RoboCop around. But otherwise, way to upgrade and implement, modern technology. It was a good movie. I liked the new RoboCop. I definitely recommend it. Strong recommendation.
If you like what we said about the movie RoboCop, available on streaming on Netflix, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and don't forget to press that like button down there. Also, if there's anything that you thought we didn't see, or you have a different take on RoboCop, you can also put those comments down below to let us know. We'll respond back to you.
We're on Twitter at @ScreenOnStreamin. You can follow us there. Also, you can subscribe on YouTube.